Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial. Today's review will be Surviving the Night, starring Bruce Willis and Chad Michael Murray. Bruce Willis plays as Frank. Chad Michael Murray plays as Rich, Frank's son. Let's get into it. This movie pretty much came out of nowhere. It's COVID quarantine time. I'm pretty much watching any movie and review most, not all. This one particularly has Bruce Willis in it, so I decided, okay, I'll watch it and I'll review it. So Frank, Bruce Willis, lives out in the woods with his wife, and recently his son and his wife and daughter fell on hard times, and they moved back in the house, and him and the wife has a little, disconnect, because, it's part of the struggle. She wants to make sure that he's with her. He works at this health clinic, and the health clinic calls him in to work out of nowhere, so he had to go in emergency, going to the clinic. Meanwhile, the other storyline is two brothers just did a heist. They on a run. Their goal is to take the 20,000 they came away with, head to Mexico, live happily ever after. However, one of the brothers is a psychopath, and he's unhinged, so he's trigger happy. So the one brother, that's the calmer one, pretty much told him, hey man, you didn't have to shoot that person, but you did anyway. So on their way to Mexico, they stop and gotta get gas. When they go get gas, the psychopath brother is the one that's going into the store. Now the calm brother, that is more of the level-headed one, pretty much knows his brother's a psychopath and unhinged, but he still just let him just go off and just do whatever. He should have been the one that pretty much went into the store and told him pump the gas, but nevertheless, they're making a movie, so he lets him go in there. He tells him before he go in there, don't shoot anybody, or don't, just go in there and get the gas. He goes in and get the gas. There's a woman in there and the cash register. He goes in there and gets some beer. He pretty much throws the money up at the cash register guy, and the cash register recognizes him from, I guess, their neighborhood, and that starts a chain of events. So then you see a shootout happen, and then the same brother that was waiting at the gas pump, rushes in with his gun. He finds his psychopath brother with a gun to a woman's head and telling the cash register to come from behind the cash, behind the counter. And he said he's going to shoot the woman. He ended up shooting the woman. Cash register guy gets mad. He shoots the same brother. Psychopath brother shoots back at him, kills the cash register guy. Now their mission is to find somebody that can patch the other brother up. So you know where this is leading to. So they go to the clinic. The clinic says that they're closed for the night. So their thought is to follow Rich home through the woods. And I guess Rich is not noticing that somebody's been telling them this whole time. And their plan is to get Rich to operate on the brother and patch him up. What a movie. And so they wait till nightfall. They cut the phone line in the house, and they sneak into the house. Frank, which is Bruce Willis, his wife, is in the middle of the night going to get something to drink or whatever. Rich in their room is downstairs. Upstairs, Frank and his wife, which is the grandma, and the daughter. So when they creep in, they hear Frank is asleep. And I say they, meaning the psychopath brother. He creeps in, see that the Frank is asleep. Then the wife comes in the room, which is the grandma. And out of reaction, when he heard the noise, he just turned around and shot. Killed the wife. Frank jumps up, upset. He bashes him on the back of the head. And now the chain of events start. And after they pull everybody, tie everybody up, the goal is, hey, we won't kill nobody else, and we won't kill nobody else, and you gonna operate on my pretty much you're gonna operate on my brother, and then we're gonna leave. And everything chaos. The wife and the daughter end up breaking loose, and then Rich tells them, hey, go in this barn and don't come out. Bruce Willis, Rich gets shot in the arm. Bruce Willis helped patch Rich up. Meanwhile, the psychotic brothers both fall asleep. One is on the slab with his leg wide open, bleeding out. They both fall asleep in the room. Bruce Willis and Rich fall asleep. And then now the goal is Rich is like, well, Bruce Willis say, listen, you take care of your kids and make sure you live. And I was always proud of you. I'm going to distract them. So Bruce Willis pulls out of the barn in his car. Psychopath brother chases him in the car in a pickup. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, you think Rich at this point is going to get his wife and daughter, and they're making their way somewhere because they had time to drive. They were driving for a little bit. Okay, they ran to a dead end. The psychopath brother ended up coming back, and Bruce Willis ran off in the forest somewhere. And when the psychopath brother came back, now is when Rich finally goes into get his wife, and then of course psychopath brother bashes Rich in the head. Like, this movie, I guess it's a money grab. I don't know how much they paid Bruce Willis to do this movie, but this movie was terrible. It's 2020. Where's the cell phones? People who like living out in the wilderness and out in woods and stuff like that, these are the things that can happen that nobody could get to you. There was a moment when a wife and daughter broke loose, and I think they tried to call somebody, and he came in and threw the cell phone. Why doesn't everybody have a cell phone? And maybe in this day and time, somebody said, well, everybody doesn't use cell phone. Well, you ought to. It's about that. That's just where we at in life. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense. They didn't have, it was so easy for them. They just basically just walked in the house with no security. I don't care where you live out, how secure you is. This day and time, 2020, everybody should have security. It's a necessity. We should have seen where they cut the security wires and found a way. But, this movie was poor. And I was surprised, to see Bruce Willis in this movie. And it was really pointless. And, of course, at the end of the movie, they let the psychopath brother last all this long time. And he didn't get wounded until the very end. And, of course, Rich ended up coming shooting him. And they're shooting with revolver, so the psychopath brother has a revolver with endless bullets. It's plenty of times you see him shoot over six to 8 shots, and he just read up with the bullets, like endless revolver bullets. And they're out here with a rinky-dink shotgun. Man, it was just, it's not a worth a watch. I'm gonna give this movie out of 4-star rating system. Actually, this review was too long. Out of the 4-star rating system, I'm gonna give this movie a 1 out of 4 stars. Just the 1 because Bruce Willis was in it. Other than that, 1 out of 4 stars. Definitely don't waste your time watching it. Subscribe and like to the channel. Till next time.